Real estate agents, have you ever wanted a free Facebook ads course specifically for real estate? In this series, that's exactly what I'm going to cover. We're going to go over everything. Buyer leads, seller leads, mortgage leads. We're going to go over messenger bots so that you can qualify your leads or even just get more information from those leads and book appointments in Messenger, and how to follow up with your leads so that your leads don't feel like you are pestering them and annoying them and bugging them, but this also builds your brand over the long haul. So in this video, we're going to talk about buyer leads, using Facebook ads, targeting, ad copy, everything from A to Z coming up. In this video, we're going to go over buyer leads for real estate. So if you're a real estate agent, if you're a mortgage loan officer, this is an awesome video for you, and even a video series over the next few days. We're going to roll out seller leads, messenger bots, all of that fun stuff. But in this video, we're going to go over two specific ads for buyer leads. We're going to show you absolutely everything, step by step, how to go and set this up. So before I dive into that, guys, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. This is a totally free content for you, a free Facebook ads course. All that I ask is that you subscribe so that you get new videos. If you are a real estate agent who is wanting to grow their business using digital marketing, that's exactly what I help you do. So subscribe, click the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Okay, so with that out of the way, we're going to go directly into the buyer leads, and I'm going to dive into my computer so that I can show you exactly what we do to set up Facebook ads. Now that we are in the computer here, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up this Facebook ad here. So in your ads manager, you'll just go click on create here, click on create, and then from here we can go in and add special ad category. So if you're doing anything related to housing, whether it's a listing, a homes list, if you're sending them to your website, which is a real estate related website or mortgage related website, if you're doing anything along the lines of mortgage loans, home loans, you have to do special ads category under housing. So we'll just go and click on that. From here, what I like to do is start everybody off with lead forms. The reason isn't necessarily because it's the cheapest, although that can be the case. It's just the easiest if you're brand new. And so that is a lead generation campaign. The other things that we can do is just, if you have a landing page that you know works well, you could do conversions and set up that way. It's just a little bit more in-depth and a little bit more complicated. So we just choose lead generation and use Facebook lead forms, which is an awesome tool for us. So we're going to click on lead generation here, and then under the campaign name, we're going to do two different ads. One will be just a list of homes, which is just a unique twist on it a little bit, and then we're going to show you a listing as well. So we're going to start with that list of homes. We're actually going to do single story homes, and what I like to do is call it whatever it is, right? And then I like to bracket it out. In the brackets, I use the Facebook objective you're using. So I use lead forms, right? If you were using conversions, it would look something like that. If you were doing video views, I just do VV. So just to give you an idea of what I do, and then I dash it out, and then I put the date. So whatever that is, right? And then bracket that off. Campaign budget optimization. They said that that's going to be in effect, so I would probably go and turn that on. That's just a way that that Facebook collects their money and how you bid on things and things of that nature. So we're going to do a daily budget of $15 per day here. And at the ad set level, what we're going to do is we're going to set the audience. So where do we want to target? Who do we want to target? We're also going to add the placements. So where do you want this ad to show up? Do you want it to be in the Facebook newsfeed, Instagram newsfeed, Instagram stories, Facebook Marketplace, Facebook newsfeed description? Like, there are a ton of different options, right? So that's what the ad set's going to be. I would call this like single story homes list. And then in parentheses, this will be the actual ad set, what you're targeting, right? So we're going to do Frisco, 15 mile, no interests right now. I'm going to get into why in a second. So scrolling down, what we're going to do is under the special ad category, what we now know is we can only do a 15-mile radius if we're doing specific listings, home lists, anything directly correlated to real estate, right? Or mortgage for that matter, right? So we're going to put in Frisco, and that'll be our radius. We can do 15-mile radius, or if you're in a more rural area and you want to do 25, 50, you're not capped out really there. You're just capped at doing less than 15 miles. So we're going to stick with Frisco, Texas at about a 15-mile radius. Right here, what we want to do is choose people who live in this location. The only reason is you would have people traveling here who aren't necessarily looking to buy or sell real estate here. And so we just want people who live in this location. If you are looking for like a relocation ad, that's a totally different topic. But for this specific ad, we're going to do people who live in this location. Okay, so then scrolling down, you can't do anything with age or gender. You can do language, right? So I speak English. I don't speak any other languages. But if you were a Spanish-speaking real estate agent, you definitely could have an awesome audience on your hands if you chose Spanish, right? And then all of your ad would be in Spanish, obviously. I just speak English, so we're going to choose that. From here, as I mentioned, we're going to do no interest. We're going to do no targeting. Essentially, what Facebook likes is a broad audience. And you might be thinking, well, I don't want to target everybody within a 15-mile radius. That's crazy. You can see here that that's about roughly 1.1 million people in Frisco around a 15-mile radius, right? But what we can do is in our ad copy, we can talk specifically to people who are looking for a specific style of home, right? Or different ads talking directly to a specific person. So you can get very specific with that. You have to be careful within the Facebook ad guidelines. But what we want our ad to do is get people to click who our ad speaks to, and then Facebook will do its thing and hone in on the interest targeting that people clicking on our ad are clicking on, and then let the Facebook algorithm do its thing. So we start broad, see what our numbers look like, and then we go a little bit more detailed targeting. I'm going to show you detailed targeting here just so that you have a grasp of what that looks like. So we can do Zillow. What I like to do is do, like the homes.com, realtor.com, Trulia, basically any of these home search sites, realtor.com, and then layer that. So if they're searching on one of those websites and they have another interest related to real estate, so we can layer these, get out of that, layer that, and then go into like single family detached home. You could do pre-qual lending, and then you can do suggestions and do mortgage loans, mortgage calculator. I would go in, you could add property finder to this one. You can go and do all of these, right? Luxury real estate, first time home buyer grant, all of those are good options. You can see here that got us down to about 35,000. If we did mortgage loans, mortgage calculator, and then see what those suggestions are from there, you're at about 140,000 people, right? The difference would be this isn't always concrete. These interest targetings could have been from a year ago. We don't necessarily know if they're really accurate, if they've already bought a home or whatnot, right? So it's important to test broad audience versus this style. But if you were to target, this is an option that I would choose. Now in a seller leads campaign, it's going to look totally different. So make sure that we watch that video. I'll link that in the cards above so that you can give that a watch. So for right now, we're going to do open targeting. And then on the placements, what we're going to do is edit these. And this is where you can go in and edit devices, right? If we want to do specific devices, whether it's all mobile or all desktop, there are benefits and drawbacks to doing both. I would keep all devices loaded up. And then if you only want to do Instagram ads, you could just do Instagram ads. If you only want to do Facebook, you can just do Facebook. If you want to do both, great. The problem with that is Facebook ads are going to, the algorithm is basically going to choose where people are clicking on the most for the cheapest cost so that you can get the cheapest cost per lead. And if you add all of this, Facebook's just probably going to show this ad in one of the areas. And more often than not, that's just the Facebook news feed because it's the cheapest. And so what we typically do is we just go and do Facebook newsfeed, Facebook Marketplace, and then take all of these out. And then you would, if you wanted to do an Instagram ad, you would just create another ad and just do Instagram feed or Instagram stories, right? Hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, comment down below. Happy to answer any of those. But we generally start with Facebook newsfeed, Facebook Marketplace, and go forward from there. From here, I usually set a start date for the next day, right? So you do AM and go forward from there, and then just put this really far out. Okay, and then click on continue. From here, we're actually going to do our ad. And as mentioned, we're going to do a single story homes list. So we're gonna call this single story homes. And then I usually just do image, right? So we're gonna do single image. There are 3 options here that I think are great. Single image is what I usually start with, see what our click-through rate is on those, and then change from there. From there, if it's not looking like we're getting a good click-through rate, what we will do is a carousel ad, especially in a homes list type deal. We'll do multiple single-story homes that are on the market and put those in our carousel. And then if that's not getting us great click-through rate, then we'll do a slideshow. And there are different reasons for both, but we'll start with a single image, and I'm just going to go and pull one from the stock photos. I'd highly recommend going and grabbing a few that either are your listings or homes that are listed for sale in your market. Just be careful of that, obviously. So I think this is no. Let's see if we, there we go. We'll do this one. And now we have our image uploaded. Now what we want to do is the actual ad copy. So under primary text, this is going to be the text above your image. I'm just going to copy and paste our ad copy here. All we're going to do is say looking for the perfect single story home in blank area. And right now Facebook isn't loving direct questions to consumers. So we just kind of get away with that by doing a little emoji here. And then we just say, hey, we have put together a free list of single story homes priced under $349K. That's roughly our average home price. We could do $299, $399, and just test and see what those numbers look like. These are hot listings. Some even qualify for special financing programs. Tap learn more to get instant access. And then from here, we're going to say tap here to get single story homes under $349K. Right? And then we're going to pick learn more here, and that is our single story homes ad. Right? This is specifically anybody looking to downsize, so you could also ask that question, right? So you could say looking to downsize to a single story home in Frisco, question, right? And just make sure that you're using this question emoji so that you don't get flagged for anything there. And then scrolling down is where you would actually have the ad, or the form. So we're going to choose lead form here. We're going to do single story homes list. Under settings, click on settings real quick and just do open. This allows your ad to be shared and get free leads. And so I would put open there, and then going back to the content, I would not have an intro. Under questions, I would say get instant list by providing your info below. Okay, and right here, what I usually do is ask for email, and I kind of mix these up actually. So we're gonna do, click on this, we're gonna delete this, we're gonna add first name, we're gonna add last name, we're gonna put these first. And then the last question we do is phone number. Okay, so we ask first name, last name, email, phone number, okay? And then from here, once they click on next, we're gonna say in the thank you screen is where we are going to do our Facebook Messenger bot, which is a really cool tool based on this single story homes list, or really homes lists in general. What we do is a set up your home search messenger bot where they can go and customize what they want from a home in your area. If you want that video, I will put that in the cards and the description below, so go and watch that if you want to complete this Facebook ad. So that's how to put together a single-story homes list. You can really let your imagination run with that. You could do new construction, you could do homes, just a homes list under a certain price range in a certain neighborhood, right? I have a ton of videos on that. I will link those in the description below as well. Right now, I want to show you a quick listing ad that we would do. So I like to keep my listings super simple and let the photos, video, slideshow do the work for me, right? So here, I would just put new listing. And under listing, I would put some description, right? So I would put new ranch style home in Frisco, or new single story home in Frisco, or new brand new construction in Frisco, new construction home in Frisco, right? Something that has a little bit more description about the home that makes it unique, right? New farm home in blank county, right? Whatever it would be, do that, and then just put Frisco. Make sure you put the area. And then what we do is just super simple, right? So 3 beds, 2 baths, blank car garage. And then I like to do one thing that makes this home unique. If you don't have anything, that's great. Like huge backyard or something like that, right? You can make exclamations on these or not. You do in-ground swimming pool, right? Those are kind of your options. And then tap learn more to view more photos, price, and location. Under the headline, it's just view more photos. The initial ad that we have is just a static image, right? So it would be an image like this. To spruce this up a little bit, we go and add some emojis. So I like to do these guys. We mix these up quite a bit. But then like pool would be this one, right? So we'd add that. We'd add bed. We'd add bath. We'd add car, right? So under bath, we would put boom, go right there. Whoa. Copy, bath, bed, good, car, good, pool. Put the water right here, and then go and delete all those. Add this here. Boom. So just spruces this up a little bit, right? This isn't exactly how, for some reason, this looks weird, but this basically allows us to do that. And then we're going to say tap learn more here and add in some arrows. Copy this, paste that in there. Usually do 3, and then this just points directly to the learn more so that they actually go and do that, right? So super simple. What you can do here is once they click on this, you can do some really cool retargeting. I also like to do carousel, because if they click on a carousel and just swipe, that pixel actually picks it up and it's engagement. So we can do some retargeting there too. In a video next week, I'm going to do a listing ad and a full sequence from brand new listing, pre-market listing, right, to on the market, to open houses, to closed. So make sure that you keep an eye out open for that video. I'll also link that in the description below when that is out. So that's exactly how to do a listing ad. So guys, that is Facebook ads for buyer leads. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. I'd love to hear those questions. I will respond to every single comment. Guys, if you haven't subscribed, I help real estate agents grow their business with online marketing. So make sure you subscribe. New videos every single week to help you go further faster with digital marketing. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.